Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Jesus Rolls. And this is a spin-off of The Big Lebowski, starring John Turturro, who plays Jesus, Quintana, who was in The Big Lebowski for all of a couple of minutes, and this crazy side character. And John Turturro wanted to write and direct a spin-off starring his character because he really wanted to bring this character back. Warning, Coen brothers had nothing to do with this movie. And going into that, knowing that, I'm like, I don't know. Like, the Jesus was just a small, really fun, quirky character that the Coen brothers do so well. What happens when you flesh them out? Well, basically this movie is, take this character and remake a French movie about, like, this vagabond threesome going on all these sexual escapades and weird stuff that was a French film. Throw the Jesus in it instead, and there's your movie. And I'm like, after I was doing some reading, I'm like, this is what this really is supposed to be? This is a remake of a French film, which is like, you know the kind of film. It's like a Jules and Jim, or something like that, that's just like that bohemian kind of melancholic French film that has that particular vibe to it where it's just like, there's that sexual tension, but there's like underlying sadness about things and a really deep look into the human condition. Well, there's the sexual escapades in this. It doesn't get too deep into the human condition, and it kind of just rambles on to these random characters getting thrown in. Like, John Hamm's in this, Tim Blake Nelson's in this, Pete Davidson's in this, J.B. Smooth's in this. Christopher Walken's in it for a hot second as a warden. That Jesus was at that prison. Susan Sarandon's in this. Like, what's going on here? And, like, John Turturro is doing the Jesus thing, and Bobby Cannavale has this, like, manicness about him, and he's the other man in this equation. And Audrey Tautou, who plays Marie, is the woman in this three-person relationship going on. And, like, they have sex. They have sex with other people. And after a while, it's just like, why am I watching this movie? And it tried to capture that spark that a lot of, like, French cinema was able to really capture and do so well and find depth in, except this film doesn't feel like it has any of that depth. And I didn't laugh particularly at all during this film. I didn't feel emotionally connected. I didn't even feel interested in what was going on in the story. This feels like... And honestly, if it didn't have, like, the Jesus and have John Turturro really giving it his all in this film, I feel like this would be completely just there. And, like, you could tell he really wanted to bring this character back, and there's energy about it. But besides that, it just meanders along into nothingness. And I can't really recommend the Jesus Rolls. I'd honestly, if you're a huge Coen Brothers fan, avoid this because it might piss you off because you're just like, they had a perfectly good character for the role he was supposed to play, and then they just went and did something like this. I think it was an odd choice. And in the end, I'm not going to remember this film very well at all. And it's a shame because I was really hoping and pulling for John Turturro to do something with this, but in the end, it's just kind of forgettable. But let me know what you think about the Jesus Rolls. Comment below, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.